We begin tonight with Ed O'Keefe here with me at the family table. Ed, I want to bring your attention to a social media post quite separate from the many rhetorical flourishes the president left behind at the United Nations General Assembly. It reads as follows. Control room. I think Ukraine, with the support of the European Union, is in a position to fight and, all caps, win all of Ukraine back in its original form. That may be the biggest thing he said all day.
And probably the biggest thing he said, frankly, in weeks, because it is a huge strategic shift now. If this is what he
really believes, and his policy will sort of move in this direction.
Absolutely. And if it does move in that direction, big if, because it's only Tuesday, and he just happened to come out of a meeting with Volodymyr Zelensky right before he typed it, or right after he typed this. It suggests now he's finally understood what the rest of the world's been trying to tell him, except for Russia and a handful of others. And what's telling about this whole lengthy statement in Truth Social is he says, after getting to know and fully understand the Ukraine-Russia military and economic situation, which means it took him 9 months to get up to speed on this and essentially return U.S. policy to what it had been, which is that Ukraine shouldn't have to give an inch, Russia should back off, and we will stand with Ukraine. And by then saying this morning, go ahead and blow Russian jets out of the sky if they violate NATO airspace, that completely redefines his approach to this war at this point and must have the Europeans just thrilled and relieved.
And does suggest that this long-promised serious consideration of sanctions against Russia, in addition to the ones that already exist, may become more operational.
Which is why I'm saying it's only Tuesday.
Right.
Because by the time
Congress... You have to hedge those conversations.
Right, because by the time Congress gets back, something will have happened. Remember now, he's got on the table an offer from the Russian president to extend the New START nuclear safety treaty, in essence, for another year, which means there's going to be engagement at some point soon between the U.S. and Russia again. What else will happen in that conversation that perhaps pulls him back from this? But that he went to New York and says this on the world stage after meeting with Zelensky again certainly is going to be seen as encouraging to a lot of allies who've been wanting him to get closer to this position.
And if, in fact, this is the position of the Trump administration, that Ukraine can win and get all of its original form, that would go even before what happened in the Obama administration in Crimea.
And you would think there's incentive for Trump to push for that, because then he can say, not only did I clean up Biden's mess, but I cleaned up the mess that started under Obama. And look what I was able to do, but restore Ukraine to what it was before those two Democratic presidents. So that might be part of why he's suggesting now all of it. But again, it's only Tuesday.
Vladimir Putin, call your office.
Yeah.
Ed O'Keefe.
Good to see you.
Always a pleasure.